Alright, after the last time we played at the Battle of Vallaki, you guys spent the next 2 weeks finishing up some loose ends. You brought the refugees from Ravenloft to move into Vallaki with Victor's permission. Strahd, much to your dismay, came along with them and is living in Vallaki now under the guise of Lord Vassal von Holtz. Apparently he has done this several times in the past. However, he's proven himself fairly trustworthy, and Marlemere has been studying the Tome of Strahd, and everything that has been written in it and has led up to this point has supported his trustworthiness as well. During that time, Coletta has begun to display some fairly severe personality complexities as her past lives continue to surface. And then later in that week, you guys held a ceremony in honor of the guards that were killed during the Battle of Vallaki and united the survivors. That event has truly lifted the spirits of the town for the first time in an extraordinarily long time, and it's been really good for the city. Throughout the course of your adventures, you came across several deeds to homes in town that Victor has given to you in trust. They actually belong to the Voctor estate, but they are yours while you are in Barovia until you decide to leave, or until you see fit to turn it over to the boys. But since there's still a couple of late teen numbskulls, it's probably best that you don't.
They're meatheads.
They're a bit of meatheads. They sold their mom's vast library of books to Raven on the cheap, so they could set up a gym upstairs. You did some research, and you talked with Van Richten about your next moves. He's going to continue searching for Baron Metis, and you're going to continue fighting towards getting into the Amber Temple. And that's about where we left off. Does anybody have any questions?
I'm still reading, so I don't think.
So then the real question is, what would you
when
like
we
to
were
do?
on our way back from the castle, could we just burn down the bone grinder?
Well, we own that, man. Why are you trying to burn all our stuff?
It's just tainted.
We're gonna
your fireballs.
I think we can redeem it and reclaim it and make it something nice someday. I don't think we should burn it.
Anyways, I think we should take care of Timmy, get his soul back in there. I think it'd be worth the
Agreed.
money.
Yeah,
I want some boo-boops.
Yeah, the Heartstone you found on Morgantha does contain a soul. You have no idea to know what kind of soul it is or what effect it will have in Timmy when you put it in him, but it does contain one, and Blinsky has offered to do this for 30 gold. So that's the first thing you guys want to accomplish?
I think we all kind of said yeah to that.
All right. So you head over to Blinsky's shop and you open up the door, and he comes in and he's like, "Did you find the man who has my 60 gold pieces?"
No,
Not
yet.
yet.
It's been a little too early for that yet.
It's been like 2 weeks.
I can't even qualify that with a statement.
Well,
But we come bringing you gifts for service.
gifts for service.
Yeah, we'll pay you.
Oh, look, the pay is good. Bilinski is very poor. Thinks about selling monkey.
How much?
It was a joke. I do not want to sell my monkey.
I'd be interested in your monkey.
Yeah. He looks up at his monkey, and the monkey kind of tweaks his nose, and he says, "Not yet, but if I don't start making money soon, monkey is on table."
Listen, if you would just stop, we're trying to make you some money. So here.
Kane just shoves him 30 gold pieces of soulstone into Clockwork Timmy.
Alright, so you pass your friend, little Timmy, along to Blinsky, and you show him the soulstone, and he picks it up and he says, "This is warm in hand. What is?
You said you needed a soul, and there's a soul in this stone.
Ah. Do you know where soul comes from?
We
No.
don't exactly know where it comes from, but we
It comes
know that
comes from the stone. Now put it in them.
Okay. I just, we do not know what kind of soul is in here, what person this belongs to. I think Little Metal Man has his own personality and may be able to, override what is in Soul, but who knows? Maybe Soul's personality is stronger, override Little Metal Man. I guess we'll see. And he runs off into the back.
Blinsky, wait!
What? Wait!
Well, if we get a murderess.
Blinsky, do you know how to discern that? Like, do you know how to figure that out?
No clue. he's
oh, good.
He's random, like if Man in Sky rolls dice and see what number comes up.
Do you know what number comes up?
I don't know. Let's see what number comes up. Oh, that might not be good. Blinsky runs in the back, and you hear him banging around and he's doing some things. You swear you hear him hammering on something. And he comes back out and he holds Timmy out and he's like, okay, I have set up Soul Stone in Little Metal Man. All you need to do is pull string.
Raven's gonna pull the string.
Set the setting to Celestial.
Yes, to Celestial.
Alright, you set the setting to Celestial and you pull the string and Timmy says, I can't wait to stab someone.
Yay, my Timmy!
I think he's back!
I reach out Timmy for a high five.
He high fives you and you hear hoot hoot hoot.
Excellent.
Yeah!
That is Timmy. Timmy's back.
Timmy's back.
You're all very excited that your little metal friend seems to be his old self so far. He's cartwheeling around the room, he's clapping, he's capering around. It's good times for Timmy.
I asked Timmy if he's gonna kill us. Well, that's the appropriate response.
Like, does that mean yes and you're sad about it?
Don't make me... From the questions you ask him, you get the impression that Timmy is ready to be your loyal friend again.
All right.
That's excellent. Great. So Blinsky's paid. You paid the man?
I did.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. What would you like to do next? Oh, and everybody can have 2 temporary HP.
Yep, I got mine in
there. Heal yourself up if you're hurt. All that good stuff.
Okay, so my suggestion was to head north. Well, my suggestion was to see if anyone from the carnival would come with us, since apparently we're headed into, or my suggestion was to head into the north area with the Mad Mage, where the magic activity has been happening, where there's lots of wolves, and apparently it's like one of the most dangerous places in all of Barovia. So I was thinking if someone from the carnival came with us, that could be helpful.
I have the cloak that lets me talk to wolves, too.
Well, that's great, but if all they do is tell you that they're going to kill you, that's not really going to do us very well.
Then I shoot my fireball at them.
Maybe he can roll persuasion.
A fireball.
You know, it works just as well.
No, but for real, on a serious note, I'm sorry, I'm eating, so ignore that. But on a serious note, we had tarot cards about the Mad Mage, so we might not want to go straight towards that yet until we're ready.
The other concern I had was
You're hurting Mike's head.
was the wandering Vistani, the solo one, who, reminds me an awful lot of someone else that was wandering, selling little special cakes of souls.
Yeah, but she wasn't Vistani.
True. And we had the Vistani camp that is not very pleasant from what the chat had said.
Well, if it's Esmeralda, then she's not going to be pleasant.
I'm just saying, it could pose a threat to Vallaki.
How do we pick up? I'm like briefly reading through that. Did we pick up how far away that person was?
No.
Person?
Yeah, the one person is just like been seen in the area. That was the actual description.
Yeah.
Okay. Like in the area, in the inn, in the area around the town in the area.
I would defer to the DM, but I'm guessing it means in the area of Vallaki, since the news we got was from
the chatter in town is that in recent weeks, shortly before you arrived, that a lone Vistani, which is very strange to see one by themselves, has made their way in and out of town several times, and then they'd gotten reports that she'd been seen down the road stopping at the other Vistani camp, out towards Kresk, and in and out of various places in the woods.
Can I retroactively ask some of those people do her shoes match?
No, in fact, her shoes do not match, and one guy got a really good look at her, and he says that he thinks her leg might even be mechanical.
Okay. Wait, who was it that made Ulgris's leg?
Escher.
Cyrus? Oh,
no, it was not Cyrus. If it
was
Escher,
Cyrus, sorry.
Like
Made out of a bone?
half broken stump.
Escher made can I where is Escher around with us, or is he still at the castle?
You haven't seen him since you've come to town, but you actually haven't gone to Strahd's house either.
Okay, fair enough. All right. At some point, I would like to talk to Escher about that to see where he came up with the idea for that.
Sure.
Hey, would I have seen Escher? Because I actually posted that I wanted to say something to Strahd and Coletta before we left to do what we're doing right now.
Did we address that in the story text, or
you didn't? I wondered if you saw it or had
then.
time.
No, that would have been something we'd have done today.
Okay, so I guess I did plan to stop and talk with Strahd and Coletta, so there's that.
Okay, so you guys can definitely take a trip over to Lord Vassal von Holtz's house and see if he's available.
I have a question. We've been in town for a couple days, right?
Yes.
So I have my tattoo?
Yes, you have your tattoo. I was waiting for you to describe that to me.
I wanted to make sure I was at the right. So here's the thing. We've been talking for some time, so you would have noticed this right away. There is a tattoo of an ornate symbol, very similar to the symbol around my neck, the holy symbol, of a. I'm trying to describe this. It's a Celtic cross, but it's a. It's not a full cross. It's not like where a cross has like the long bottom. This doesn't have the long bottom, and that's right on the forehead, covering most of my face. And on each cheek, there is what appears to be scales, like not dragon scales, but like weighing scales.
And he thinks I'm ugly.
And as both of you, and as
he's got scales and a cross on his face. Come on, like how you want me to react?
As both of you are like looking at me, like, what is up with this dude? I am completely ignoring any kind of remarks or looks.
That's so funny.
Also.
Okay.
The first time that you guys see me with this, so I come out in the morning, my response, I tell both of you that we need to talk to Strahd. I will let him do the ritual on me.
Which ritual are we doing?
There is a ritual that Strahd told you guys about when Ryan asked him about Baron Metis, where Strahd, since he is the first vampire, can scry on any vampire in existence, since theoretically they're all a relative of his. But he needs to be able to bite somebody in order to do it.
So he can bite me.
So you're gonna let him do that?
I am. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head off to Strahd's house, which is at the north edge of town. Let me get you guys up there. It's almost outside of the city. It's a fairly large mansion. It's one of the biggest in town. And you knock on the door, and Helga, the maid that met you outside of Vallaki, is there, and she opens the door for you, and she asks you what your business is here today.
Can I pause here for just a second and ask, so did Rictavio von Richten actually leave yet then?
No,
or
he has not. Well, you don't know. He left your presence last night and said he was leaving in the next day or so, so you don't think he's left yet.
Okay, so, like, I'm just thinking out loud here, Kane, but should we check on that first so that you can relay this information at least to give them a better heading? Because that's exactly what they're going to go do.
Yeah, but they're not going to find him. I've been trying and it's not going to work.
I mean, but you're willing to, like, basically have revealed his exact location for them.
Yeah, so I'll tell them about it.
That's fine. I won't send him out of town until after this.
That's all I was checking, yeah.
That's why I said in the next day or so. So, just in case something came up and you guys really needed to talk to him before he left.
You're really okay with Strahd biting?
Qualifies.
Am I okay with it? That's an odd question for letting somebody chew on my neck.
Yeah, so I guess you can understand why I'm asking it. Like, okay, well, here's the thing. You're like anti-Strahd. Like, and I get that. But you're going to let him do this thing.
It's a very personal and intimate thing.
I'm just wondering, like...
Have you seen his eyes?
I can't. I'm done. I can't. I have no more questions. I'm done.
No further questions.
Myra throws up his arms and walks away.
All right, so back to Helga opening the door and asks what your business is here today.
He wants to give his neck to research.
He says he wants to get bit.
He wants to get bit. So, Helga says, yes, okay, I will wake the master. And she welcomes you inside. Dude, this house is nice. He keeps his Vallaki home in far better shape than he keeps Castle Ravenloft, from what you can tell. There is, no grime and dirt anywhere that's not a common area. It's just a nice place. He comes up from what you assume to be the basement. A door opens up on the other side of the entryway and stairs leading up. And he comes out, he says, Helga has told me you have consented to the ritual to find Baron Mattis.
I have.
You have. I expected Marlamir to volunteer, as noble as he is.
I mean, I would let you do it.
I'll do it.
You'll do it. Very good. Come upstairs. He leads you upstairs into a room that looks like it's set up for the casting of spells. There's a large basin at one end of the room, and he motions you over to it. And he says, I will not lie to you. This will cause no permanent damage, and you need not fear of being turned into one of my kind. But it is going to hurt.
Do you need me to hold your hand?
No, I'm good. Actually, yeah, sure, why not? I want you to know, Strahd, that this is an opportunity for you to see that I am attempting to honor your trust.
I appreciate it a great deal. Shall we begin?
Bring it on.
Alright, he motions you over and he positions your neck above the bowl. And he leans forward and just about to bite you. He's like, you really want to do this?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. And then he just lays into you, and you have never felt pain like this before. It shoots through your neck and down to your feet. You actually feel your toes curling inside of your boots. It hurts so much it almost feels like a cold, refreshing snow down your back, except with fire and, well, maybe lava, and it hurts so bad, and you start to scream, but you crush Raven's hand, and you hear her scream because you're crushing it so mightily. And then he lets go, and he says, "Now do not move." And your blood just begins to pour out into this bowl, and it's bleeding at. You expect a neck wound to bleed a lot, but it's bleeding more than you think it should, and you begin to feel woozy. And he's like, "Almost." And then he helps you stand back up, and he sits you down in a corner. In a chair. It's a very nice chair.
Can I cast a mage hand to plug his hole?
Well, I was just going to say, Helga is there, and she begins to bandage your wound. However, you took 75% of your hit points in damage through this ordeal.
75.
So
I can't do math.
I'll do the math.
It's like 30-some points of damage you just took through this bite. And he's looking at the bowl.
So I'll do 30.
Sure.
30? Okay.
It can be fairly close, because you did have some temporary hit points. So he's looking at the bowl, and you can see spurts of magic popping up from it. Some of the blood rises up into the air, and it forms into reflective globes and balls, and it's... Somebody signed in as the Vallaki house. I'm guessing that's supposed to actually be Raven doing an Arcana medicine check. Okay. You taking care of Kane?
I was really hoping it was going to be like a 1 so I could tell him he's going to die.
You're watching this magical process happen as the blood forms into different balls, and you can see different faces in the globes that are floating there, and there's thousands of them at one point in time, and then he moves them around and forms them into one large one, and then there's more that pop up and out, and soon all of the blood from the basin is pulled up and has taken a reflective ball shape and then moved into the large one, and he shakes his head as the blood sinks back down into the basin, and he says, "The being you're looking for is not the vampire."
Menace?
This Baron Metis is not one of my spawn in any way, shape, or form.
But he
Dun, 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 dun.
had vampires under him.
It is not unheard of for a mortal to command forces of the undead. He would have to be an extraordinarily powerful wizard. Or perhaps a warlock with a great patron focused on undeath. Or he is partnered with another vampire. But he is not one.
Would would we have already talked to him about Van Richten's experience with Baron Metis?
You never mentioned Van Richten to him.
Okay.
So you asked if he knew who Baron Metis was, but you didn't.
And he said no. Okay.
He had no
All right.
idea.
I'm okay with. I wanted to ask Van Richten like last week, how he feels about Strahd being around. I think I asked that like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't really get an answer.
I wasn't 100% sure if you were going to tell Van Richten that Strahd had moved to Vallaki.
But they saw each other.
Yeah, they did, but I never confirmed whether or not they recognized one another. They studied each other.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So I'm just going to be careful with this.
Mm-hmm.
If we had knowledge that Baron Metis was a vampire, would somebody take the mantle of Baron Metis, like the name, out of fear?
That, I suppose, is a possibility. Strahd sees you trying to work out the problem, and he says there are several possibilities as well. The beings that turned me into a vampire, the first of my kind, if they've grown in power again, may have granted another being the same gift, and therefore he would not be part of my line. Also, if a lesser vampire is killed, and someone uses a ritual of true resurrection upon them, they will be raised without the dark gift, mortal once again. It is possible that this Baron Metis was raised again as a mortal.
If somebody is raised in that manner, they would not have the gifts of vampirism, but they would have any previous power that they had before, spellcasting wise, along those lines.
Correct.
Okay. Hey, Strahd,
Yes.
did you hear how loudly she screamed when you bit me?
He smiles. He smiles. He's like, I'm surprised you did not scream. But I suppose you channeled it through her by crushing her hand.
It's like crashing it.
Crashing, yeah. Strahd drifts into a little bit of Governator there for a moment.
Did he not even hear that? Did he leave and not hear? Oh.
I don't know. I don't see him at the moment. Yeah, he must.
Yeah, dang it.
He'll have to hear it.
Oh well. All right. Okay. So I'm feeling woozy. Mm-hmm. So I will just follow Mar and Raven at the moment.
All right.
Hey, I can just lay on hands and get that full amount back for you.
Yeah, I'm probably still gonna be woozy after that.
I'm just saying, like, for your at least your like HP. Like, is that how you want to go about this, or?
I mean, we can. Like, I'm not worried about healing. I'm not.
Okay.
Before we get into anything, if we start to get into anything dangerous, I'll take care of it. But
Okay.
I mean, we're still in town, so I can rest and have it not be an issue.
So can I lead you? You want me to lead you back to the?
Well, yeah, I'll just
Oh no! You want me to lead you back to Von Richten first.
Just whatever we're doing, wherever we're going. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. No, not yet. We'll go there, but not yet. I'm having this conversation with you in secret.
Well, yeah, of course. Okay, then I guess we'll just go back to the house. We'll thank Strahd.
Yeah. And as we leave, I bow out of respect to Strahd.
All right. He bows back. And you guys leave the house. So where to?
Home.
All right. You head back to your house. And what are you up to?
Can we patch up? Can being at the home here help?
No.
Gain any? No.
Don't walk into the house and magically get healed.
No, I didn't mean like that. I mean
auto rest.
Oh man, being in this house healed like all of my damage.
No,
This is
wow in.
This is where we go and rest at like in a bed every 15 minutes.
No, I meant for his wooziness. Like, is there any like?
Nah, he'll be fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Now we can talk.
What is? I'm slightly concerned about going to see Von Richten directly after that, only because
you have two gaping vampire holes in your neck.
I mean, not that honestly. It's more about if they don't know who each other are, I don't want to seem suspicious immediately leaving Strahd's house and then going to tell Von Richten everything. I don't like we're being watched on some level, and I don't want to add to that, if that makes sense.
We don't have to go anyway because we really don't have any information to share. Anyway, yeah. So they're going to do what they're going to do regardless.
Well, no, I mean we do. Like, Von Richten needs to know that he's not a vampire.
How are you going to explain to him that you know that, though?
Well, Von Richten does know that you're semi-allied with Strahd. What you're unsure of is if he has figured out that Strahd is living in town under the guise of Lord Von Holtz.
Yeah. So we'll get back to that. I would also like to give Strahd a little bit of time to write in his journal to see if anything pops up in there. So I'd like to kind of... Where is the tome, by the way?
I have it in my possession, I guess.
Yeah, I gave it to you since you were the one using it. You guys can leave it at the house, or somebody can keep it, but it was just by nature of...
I would not
wanted
leave
to
it at the house.
specifically hang on to it to guard it. I thought we should keep it on us, honestly.
Yeah,
Just
no, which
have it.
is fine. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll give him some time, and then I would like to flip through it later on.
Alright. So
Well, should we
what
decide
you're saying
where
is
to
you
go?
want to take like a half an hour hangout at the house, and then go see Van Richten.
What else do we want to do in town?
We're hiring a hometown cook.
Yeah, that'll
And a
take care of
researcher.
online. We do not need to take care of that right now.
I'd like to schedule some interviews.
Nope, we are not role-playing job interviews. You get who I give you. And your maid and your guard, by the way, are married. Just so you know.
Oh, okay, good for
Yeah,
them.
they're a couple.
Okay, so let's. What else were we gonna do? So the options were the Mad Mage, the Kresk. How far is
There's lots
Kresk?
of
Is a
stuff.
day?
Yeah, it's a day down the road.
There is the.
There's a
Jeez, there's so
winery.
many things. There's
There is.
that. There is the field or the graveyard or whatever where like you could see into. Can you remind me what that was? Because I
There's
think
a hilltop
I was interested in.
south of the winery where the locals say that once in a while the mists will clear and you can actually see into another kingdom. But it doesn't look anything like the one you're in. Even though visually it looks like it's maybe only a few miles away. It's full of deciduous trees and it looks warm most of the time. And in here it's foggy, rainy all the time, pine trees everywhere. It's a completely different place, but you can kind of see it every once in a while through the mists from that hilltop.
Has anybody ever tried to get to it?
Yeah, they end up being lost in the mist and either never come back or come back unnaturally aged.
Okay.
From what you know now about the realms and the way Barovia works, it's probably another pocket dimension floating in.
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah. What about... there was a winged beast and something else other.
Yeah.
Did I remember that?
The high road through the mountains to the south, there's a giant goat supposedly that...
A giant goat, that's what it
A
was.
giant goat that attacks travelers, and there's some sort of flying terror that lurks above the pass. Nobody can really identify it, or has, but there's something up there.
Kane, it's also way far away, and it's also through Argynvost and
Oh, it's on the other side of that?
abandoned town where there's a powerful mage living.
What's the closest then?
The closest, in my opinion, is either the Mad Mage or the like sketchy Vistani / Elven camp.
So what is the closest location geographically?
DM,
Probably
the
the
closest location is the Vistani camp.
And that's the one where they're not friendly.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
friendly at all there.
Definitely not friendly. Like Vistani and elves alike.
Yep.
So what do we want?
The Vallakians have said that they've been there for forever. It's almost a semi-permanent Vistani camp, and they just keep to themselves. They come into town every once in a while drunk. They buy wine. Sometimes they catch them stealing things. Not very often, but they're not friendly. Not like the other group that Madam Eva was in charge of, that we're welcoming.
So do we have any reason to go there?
No, you just know it exists.
Okay, yeah, so, okay, what else? Like closest. What's the closest? I mean, I don't care. If the Mad Mage is the closest, then let's
Next
go look at
closest
there.
after that would be Krezek and the Abbey. That's probably with the Sunblade, which we do have a letter of introduction for because Victor wrote one for us, and he also wanted us to give his condolences for his son passing away.
Passing away last month. Yeah.
We also had the abandoned village to the south with the witch.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's a little
You
further.
guys are killing me. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted this done online.
I know.
Just,
I
I'm
was trying
fine.
to look at this.
I'm fine. Pick a direction and we'll go.
I
Let's go
still think
north.
north with help from whoever we could get from the carnival.
All right. So you head over to Rectavio's then. The carnival folks are unfortunately going to all be quite busy. Nobody's going to be able to come along with you. Simon and Peter are planning to head out with Rictavio. Calder and Orienda and Thagrit are actually already out on a mission. So it's pretty much Lucy and Danik left to run the carnival, and they can't leave the place unattended.
Okay, so let's.
Okay.
Is that side of the that's not even open? Is it? Can we leave that way or just not go in?
You could go out that way. The guards just don't let people in that way anymore.
Okay. So let's talk to Rictavio real quick and yeah.
Okay. So you pop into An Van Richten and you tell him,
is this safe to talk?
yes, it's safe to talk.
Are we in the inn? Is that where we are?
Oh, you're in the carnival camp.
Okay. Thank you. You're looking for Baron Metis?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, I am.
It is important that you know that Baron Metis is not the vampire that he used to be.
What do you... That's almost impossible.
There are lots of
Explain
things.
that.
You know we are on a tenuous alliance with Strahd. I've spoken with him. Strahd has the ability to find vampires of his kin, and he can't find him.
He has... That's a mighty ability. He goes over to some notes. He starts writing that down. He's like, I've never heard of that before. I forgot to make record of it, so after I'm gone, people will know. People will remember. Metis, you know Metis is not a vampire.
My assumption on this is that any vampire can find any vampire underneath them, power structure wise, like a family tree, I guess. And since Strahd was the first, he can find any.
Yeah, that's a solid hypothesis. Yes. So, either way, I need to track this Metis down. If he's the one who killed my son, I'll put him in the ground again.
That's something that we are all on the same page about. I just want to give you a warning that you're not dealing with a vampire.
That's good to know, because we would have been using abilities to track the undead. Yes, that should help us greatly. Thank you.
Well, only possibly not a vampire, right?
He's definitely not a vampire. He's just not... The point of it is that if he's either a vampire the same way that Strahd is a vampire, in which case all the stuff you're going to use to kill him isn't going to work anyways, or he is possibly related to the elder children that we killed in the town the other week.
Yes,
Or he's just a man that's been resurrected. You don't know.
None of this bodes well. Who would have brought him back? He was dead. Gone, buried, destroyed. I burned his body.
I believe you. I imagine that you're a thorough person.
Yes, why?
If the powers that are at work beyond Strahd here are recognizing Strahd's turn, they may be trying to replace him with Metis.
Yes, that would make sense. That makes perfect sense, actually. They need a puppet.
And they would, based on what we've seen, they have the power to pull that off.
Thank you, my friends. This
Welcome.
information will be invaluable. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I think we're good for now.
Safe travels, then.
You too. Stay safe.
All right. So now what?
Okay,
Well-
so I was going to say before, since we couldn't get any help from the carnival, I'm less inclined to go north into the woods where it's exceedingly dangerous.
Well,
Well, it would be exceedingly dangerous for commoners.
northwest is exceedingly dangerous. Straight north of the woods, where the mage has been sighted, is not quite as dangerous. But, go where you want. It just cracks me up. Guys, I am prepared now for you to go wherever the heck you want to go.
Let's just go find the Mad Mage. My suggestions are Mad Mage or Kresk.
Let's do the Mad Mage.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head out from Vallaki.
By the way, while we're doing this, I'm just casting 2 Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay. You are in no hurry to leave today. You could delay, leave tomorrow if you feel the need to rest, or we can go right now.
We can go now. It's fine.
Take that
He
rest.
volunteered
Get your
for
spell slots
a
back.
neck bite. He can suck it up.
No, take that rest. Get your spell slots back.
Sucking up's what Strahd did. Well, all right.
I said let's go the next day so King can have his spell slots back.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. So
You
Mar
know,
drags you
take
into the
another-
house,
oh.
puts you in bed, and tells you to go to sleep, or he will put you to sleep.
Tattoos and all.
And so you get a good night's rest. You guys leave bright and early the next morning. As you're heading out of town, you see a hunched figure come running up to you, and you hear, "Hey guys, wait up, you guys! Are you
That's
gonna come to
Cyrus.
town? You're not even gonna say hi to Cyrus, good old Cyrus. Hey, I packed lunches for you. Here.
Excellent. Hey, Cyrus, are you looking for a cooking job? We're looking for a cook.
No.
Oh, you guys, you speak my language, but I can't leave Coletta. I'm her beastly knight now. She relies on me.
We've heard.
I keep her safe. So me and Ismark. Although between you and me, I think I could beat Ismark up.
You probably could. Awfully fierce.
Definitely could.
Yeah, there's some worst sandwiches in there, and a couple of apples that I managed to scrounge up. I found them in a box in the house that you guys gave us, way back in the basement. The box was really dirty and stuff, but the apples, they seem alright. Little wrinkly, but they should be great.
Perfect.
Oh god.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You guys have a good trip. Don't be gone long, and don't die or anything.
I just shoot a glance over to Kane.
All right, and he runs back off.
Like the comedy relief of this whole campaign.
Good old Cyrus Bellevue.
Gosh.
And you guys head off into the woods. It takes you quite a while to get through the woods. And in several instances, you do catch wolves watching you. Would you like to call out to them? You do speak
I
wolf.
just wave and say hello.
And they run off. They've been watching you for a while.
Don't run.
You get all the way around to the north edge of the lake.
Is there a map?
If you
Yeah, it's in Discord.
yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking for an active map, I have a token up on Volo's map of Barovia. That's the one that I'm using currently for you guys. So, you've moved off to the northwestern corner of the lake, and it's definitely not a clear sky because it's never clear in Barovia. It is always cloudy, but it's not raining at the moment, and you hear a loud crack of thunder from to the northeast.
You said there were clouds overhead, though?
There always are. But they're not storm clouds, so...
Yeah, so
to
the northeast.
Alright, you head to the northeast, and you hear, in a very echoey voice, you hear, "Do not come any closer! People of evilness and spying!"
We're not
evil. We're just,
spying.
friends.
Okay, then you hear,
Who goes there?
That's what evil would say!
That's true.
Do a detect evil on us.
I currently don't have that spell memorized.
Well, who's at fault now?
Me.
All right, can we talk, please?
No! And you can all make dexterity saving throws as a lightning bolt rips through the woods.
Good news is you get a plus Mars and a +3 for us.
Yeah, +3 to your roll.
As I stand there and take it, I'm going to yell at him that if he does it again, I'm shooting him back.
Mine are bigger! And you can, if you made your saving throw, you could take 16 damage. If you failed it, you could take 32.
What is it?
Like
what do we have to... No, sorry, what's
DC,
this?
sorry,
What's this?
16.
So, +3?
Yeah, from Marlemir's, because you're within 10 feet of him.
Okay, so we take 16? Is that what you said?
If you saved, correct. 30 if you did not.
So I just want to call out and tell him that we're not here to start a fight. Can you desist?
I may yell at that didn't hurt a bit.
Don't listen to him.
Oh my
Ah!
gosh.
All right. Well, you can't see him, but you can see where he's running, and he's running through the woods at the moment to the west.
All right, I'm chasing after this guy. I'm like yelling out to him while chasing after him, like, "Stop! We want to talk to you."
I've got a stinking cloud ready for you.
No, please, no. Please don't.
please no.
Stop.
Desist, agents of the enemy.
Okay, tell us who
Who's
the
the
enemy
enemy?
is.
You.
Then how can we be agents of us?
Most people are self-aware, aren't you? So you have your own agency, surely, because you're a being of thought.
No, we...
Do you know what the airspeed of the African swallow is?
Don't be ridiculous. Africa's
Don't.
not even on this plane of existence.
You did know the password.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Mar, you just took 15 points of force damage. Oh, you actually didn't take any force damage at all. 'cause you have a
I
broken
took no
shielding.
force. Yes, I do.
5 magic missiles come whipping out of the trees, and he yells, "Ta-ta!" And you can't see him. He's invisible, and he runs off further to the west.
How do we know that if we can't see him?
You can see the plants and stuff moving around where
Oh, okay.
he's
Alright,
definitely
okay.
not being stealthy, but he's it's pretty obvious. He's
Okay.
invisible.
Okay. Sir, please, we
Oh
want to
my gosh.
help.
I feel like this is futile.
Would you like to give pursuit to the west?
I guess I would.
Yeah.
All right. You pursue him quite a ways. I mean, he's running for miles, and then he begins to flicker, and you see his existence coming back into view, and he's an older guy. He's in tattered black robes. He has a busted up stick that he's using for a staff. And he's quick, he's spry, but he's definitely not dexterous. He falls over several times. He looks at his hands and he sees that he can be seen again, and he's like, "Pop-toe!" And he gets all panicked, and he's on top of a pile of rocks as he does, and he just topples off the rocks, and goes tumbling down the hill on the other side down into a ravine. And he's laying at the bottom of the ravine, not moving.
Okay, let's see if we can help him. Don't attack this guy, and we don't want to startle him. So can we like lower me? Can someone get lowered down on like a rope here, and we try to help this guy? Someone cast Cure Wounds on this
I
guy.
have to touch him.
Okay, then can we lower you down?
Sure.
Okay, so rope to Kane down the ravine.
All right. It's not that steep of a ravine. You could climb down it. You think of it, if it's a steep hill that he just tumbled down, full of rocks and everything. And
Then can we all just go down and just like keep our distance while like we'll give him some space obviously while Kane cure wounds.
Oh, I mean, is like, can I just do a medicine check on him to see, like, does he even need a cure wounds?
Yeah, sure.
okay. He's laying.
I'll be right back.
All right. He's laying face down in the dirt, and as you go to touch him with doing a medicine check on him, you hear him mumble something, and a giant purple spectral hand appears, and he yells, "Time for Bigby's hand!" And I'm making an attack.
Bigby's hand!
Bigby's hand! I'm guessing a 25 is going to hit you.
Yeah.
Let me make another roll here. You are totally pimp slapped by a giant Bigby's hand for 17 damage.
Oh my gosh.
I'm unconscious.
All right, it sends you reeling down across the way, further into the ravine, across a few of the rocks, and then he gets up and he runs further to the west.
No, stop! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do I need like now I can cast lay on hands on you. Oh my gosh.
And just so you guys know, Bigby's hand is following behind him. He still has it out.
Good. Oh good.
As I'm knocked unconscious, I just go, why?
Hang on, I gotta see how much health I can give you back now. Grief. Alright, I'm gonna use my whole pool.
Oh, and because he's active, Timmy sees you get wailed on, and you hear, ooh. He's sad for you.
Oh, thanks, Timmy.
You can take 30 points of health back.
Jeez, thanks.
That's my lay on hands pool, so I don't have any more. Well, I guess let's go catch up to that guy and let's keep our distance because we can't take any more abuse.
Alright, you continue to chase him through the woods. He keeps running. He is running up a very steep hillside on the other side. Almost a small mountain, really. He gets to the pinnacle. He looks back and he yells, "Still there, huh?" And
so
what?
Can I just like call out to him? I want to be like, look, we haven't even attacked you. Like, we have not attacked you. Stop attacking us.
Right, what do you call chasing an old man through the woods? And he turns and he grabs a doorknob that's in the middle of the air. He turns it, opens it, and a door appears, and he dives in and closes it behind himself. And you can't see any trace of it.
I hate this place.
What? Come on. Why do you hate this place?
I hate Barovia. Why is everything
So
broken?
hard. So hard. You're going to say so hard. Or frustrating. You're going to say
Oh.
So, can I go to the spot where he opened the door?
Sure.
Can I open a door anywhere, or do I just look like a moron?
Doorknob.
Yeah, I just look like an idiot looking for a doorknob in a
Floating in the
bunch of
middle
trees,
of
huh?
No, you're on top of a fairly clear area on top of a small mountain. It's not too tree
Oh my
covered.
gosh.
I mean, there's trees around, but it's not a forest.
Oh, I mean, do we want to burn smells on this guy?
What?
Do we want to burn spells on this guy?
Like, what do you mean? What kind of spells?
I mean, I could cast Sending and send him a message. It doesn't matter where he is. The range is unlimited.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I cast Sending on him.
Is
And
okay. What would you like to say?
the requirements are that it has to be a creature with which I am familiar with.
Yeah, you got up close and personal.
I am familiar with him. Please stop. We are friends.
No. All right. Does it have to be on the same plane of existence?
It does not. But if it's hold on, I can send the message across any distance, even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane, there is a 5% chance that the message does not arrive.
Okay, then I need to make a d20 roll, because currently he is not on your plane of existence.
Did he jump to the ethereal plane?
No,
You guys let him jump to the ethereal plane.
He opened up a door out in the middle of nowhere after he knocked Adam unconscious with Bigby's hand. The message will arrive. You feel certain of it. What did it say?
Please stop. We are friends.
Make a persuasion check.
At advantage?
Sure.
He hears Mar in the distance. We promise!
You are so lucky. You made that. You see the magic of the outline of the door appear right away, and he says, "Oh, you're friends. Why did you say so in the first place? Come in, come in, come in."
All right, thank you. Come on, let's go.
Oh my gosh, that was it!
All right, you go to climb into the door, and he yells, "Of course you're not!" And he blasts you with a cone of cold, and then slams the door again on you. I'm so sorry. I mean,
Once again, Raven
I
stands stalwart.
I need to actually look up the damage on this here real quick.
What command is slash quit in this game?
You can't slash quit.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it.
Alright.
Oh my god.
That was a terrible cone of cold. 19 points of damage.
That was terrible. Jeez, that's like half his health anyway. Oh my gosh, I think we're done.
What would you like to do?
Can I open the door and just shoot necrosis in there?
You can't
No,
even
you
see
can't.
the door once it closes.
Let's just head to Kresk. We're right there. Crying out loud. We just ran half the distance. More than half the distance. Like 3/4 of the distance. It's just all downhill from here now. Literally. See? Look, downhill.
Well, it is almost night, so I don't know if you want to do that or not.
Of course it's almost night.
Hey man, look how far you've traveled.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
true.
long ways.
I hate this place.
So I threw something non-depressing at you, and you hate it. I can go back to murdering everybody.
You are.
I am. You're
Almost
right.
murdered Kane.
And Raven's not looking so hot.
Seriously.
Raven is doing fine.
Okay, I am going to cast Prayer of Healing. It'll take 10 minutes, and then we'll whatever.
Okay. Do we?
Oh, for real? That's it?
Yep. That's it. That's what you get.
Everybody heal 10.
And so, what are you doing now?
Well, I'm real glad you did that.
I mean, it's 30 hit points. Calm down.
I mean, guys, it is starting to rain. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know that or not, but it's
Do
starting.
Why not?
we just have to set up camp here tonight? I mean, that's what we're gonna
That
have
is
to do, right?
probably a terrible idea.
Well,
Probably.
unless you want to go to Kresk in the dark. Like, I mean, that's the closest place. We can't make our way
Probably
back
also
to
a
Vallaki.
terrible idea.
Uh,
Well, at least we can stick to the hills. We don't have to go through the forest anymore.
I'm so just dejected.
Yeah, I get that.
Hey, Mar.
Yeah.
How do you only have 6 wounds and 2 temporary hit points still?
Because I only took 16 damage and I just got 10 back.
Oh,
I made my
alright.
save.
Cool.
Yeah, but your temporary hit point should be gone though.
Yeah, that's 0.
Oh. No.
Oh,
Alright.
You guys always say to do it the other way, so I
No,
was
you
doing
take
it.
temp first.
Leaving
Temp goes away first. So
All
what are
right.
you doing?
let's. Raven, did you have 41 hit points? Damage?
Yes.
Holy cow!
I took 2 shots to the chest. I stood there. I took it. Like
No.
a man.
31.
Is that all
right?
from me crushing your
31.
hand? Is that what that was?
No, that was from the lightning bolt to the chest, followed by the cone of frost.
Oh, okay. Let's.
It takes
You know what,
a
let's-
little bit.
You know what? Let's
We've got
just freaking
potions.
set up camp right here.
Yeah?
Yeah, right in
can-
his front porch.
Let's
could
do
walk-
it.
I don't know that that's such a good idea when you say it like that.
There is not any good ideas. Either we wander around in the dark, or we wander around in the dark.
Well, I can see in both darks.
Or we set up a camp in the dark.
Right. So let's just set up a camp.
I can still see in the dark when we set up a camp.
Alright. You guys set up a camp. Do you want to set watches?
Oh
Might as
yeah.
well.
No,
Yeah, I
let's
do
let's
want to
not
get
do that.
blasted by
Let's
that again. No, I'm taking the. I will take the first watch.
Alright. You guys get 6 hours into your rest. So who's got second watch? Who's got third? Who wants to be?
I'll take
for
third.
this?
I'll take the second. So I would. Can I use a hit die?
Yes, absolutely. You can use a hit die. Actually, you don't need to, because 6 hours of rest is enough time to recover your hit points.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you guys are up there for 6 hours, and all of a sudden the door flies open, and he yells at you. He says, "What are you doing just sitting there? She's in trouble. Quickly, follow me.
Who?
No time for talking. Time for following."
Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
I am
Okay.
standing back about
I'll-
20 feet.
I'll go with Kane, even though I feel like this is just another trap, but I really hope it's not.
Okay, he's hauling. He's running faster than he was before, and he's running down the hillside. You guys are following after. Make some dexterity checks for me, would you? These are checks, not saves.
You're by me. It's +3.
Actually, you can make
Oh.
acrobatics if you want. So if you're better at that.
It's not a +3 because it's not a save.
Got it. Well, I have +6 athletics, so I'll definitely roll that one.
It's acrobatics. It's a different skill.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
take my
you did
dexterity,
I'm sorry.
not the acrobatics.
Okay. All right.
I'll do dexterity as well. Hang on. Actually, this is the same for me.
No, it is the same. I
unless
just
you're
rolled
trained
it
in
again.
It's the same.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, look at Marlemere, the gazelle. Cruising down the side. Kane, what? 4. Very nice.
4. Listen. I'm tired. I got bit. I got cold.
Can I just
got
pick him up and throw him over my
knocked out.
The
shoulder?
gazelle and the rhino.
Yeah.
Hey, can I just pick Kane up and bring him with me?
No. Kane
I'll make a
tumbles
strength
down
check.
one of the hillsides, takes 3 points of damage. The wizard comes running over to you and picks you up. He's like, "What are you doing lying down? Get up! We must hurry!"
All right, let's go.
Oh, good. And then he stops and he gets very curious. He's like, "Did you bring a 10-foot pole?"
Of course.
Oh, good, glad. Most of you kids nowadays don't bring the poles or the iron spikes anymore. Don't think you need them. And he turns around and he starts running up a hill. And up at the top of this hill, you can see the mouth of a cave. It is a huge cave, and the outside of it is shaped like the maw of a wolf. And you can hear inside of it a battle going on, and you can hear a woman yelling and screaming, and you can hear growling and biting, snarling sounds.
Hey guys, did we bring a 10-foot pole?
Well, we've got spears.
That's true. Okay.
All right.
Wait, no, that was a different character. Wait, or hang on. What? Oh, shoot.
I'm going to share a map with you guys.
No, I have no pole of any kind, spear or otherwise.
Oh, it shouldn't say that. That's all right. You're gonna figure it out soon enough, anyways. So
That's a very nice name, Mike.
I know. I forgot to. There it is. Scary Cave. Scary Cave is up. Let's see. The open jaws of the wolf head formed a 15-foot high canopy of rock over the cave mouth. It's held up by natural pillars of rock. The ceiling rises to a height of 25 feet inside the cave. Torches and iron brackets line the walls, and from somewhere deep inside you hear growling and more yelling inside. Right in the mouth of the cave, as you're coming in, a woman comes running out. She has an orange overcoat on and a hat and a very odd-shaped leg.
Is it mechanical?
It is mechanical.
Is she possibly Vistani?
She looks like she could be a Vistani.
So I'll just try the obvious here. Esmeralda, I presume?
Die, you foul beasts!
You're going to presume that, but all she yells is back towards in the cave.
Hey, can we help you? Are you alright?
You're currently not engaged in combat.
Why are Timmy and I leading the charge?
I just dropped you on the map, alright? Just give me a minute here. I got to get a... Oh, man. Hold on. I have to find a token here real quick. I lost it. Sorry, guys. Well, anyways, you run straight into what you're assuming to be Esmeralda.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a response from her.
I'm sorry. We're having technical difficulties. What's going on? Oh. It's... Huh. Esmeralda, our friend playing Esmeralda today lost the character sheet. It says it's owned by you, man. Oh, okay. There we go. So I'm actually... Let's put you all right outside the mouth of the cave for the moment. And she is covered in blood. She has a crossbow in one hand, a rapier in the other, a very small crossbow. And so I think we should be good now.
You said she is bloodied?
She's covered in blood. You don't know if she's bloodied or not.
Okay.
Are you still having problems? I will... Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Share the map. Is it coming through now? Okay. So, you don't need the map for introductions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Who are you and what do you want?
This mage, like after an afternoon of attacking us, found us in the middle of the night and said that you needed help, and so we came with him. Who are you?
Not important right now. And who is he?
Well, you don't know who I am, right? I don't know who I am. Do I? Do you?
You don't know who you are.
before in my life.
Well, I was looking into a glass orb and I saw you were being attacked by werewolves. So I thought I would come and help, and these fools were sitting outside my doorstep.
But I don't need your help. But if you're here and you wish to help, then I will accept your aid.
Oh, very good. Very good. Now, because of your madcapness, Esmeralda actually has no idea. Our friend playing Esmeralda has no idea what you're about to get into. She informs you that she came to this cave to hunt down a werewolf that has stolen some children from the town of Kresk.
Okay, then, yeah, we'll definitely tell her that we're going to lend aid.
Then I accept.
Are you guys picking him up okay?
Yeah.
He's quiet, but yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Hey, quick question. Does Timmy have the hairpin of the
Plus
hag?
one?
Yeah, Morgana's
Yeah,
hairpin?
hope
He
so.
should.
Okay, just checking.
I will double check, because now you make
Well,
me wonder.
Yeah, it was in the house last time I saw.
He's got it.
Sweet.
So, Esmeralda has just finished taking out a guard at the mouth of the cave.
The guard? What kind of guard? What's the guard look like?
It was, well, now it looks like a guy. But
What kind of a guy?
like
Werewolf guy.
a werewolf guy. Yeah.
A dead guy.
I mean, like, is there any markings, armor? Colors?
No, he's transformed back into a human shape, so he's completely naked, actually.
Yeah, yep, that's what I was going to say. Probably mostly naked. Naked guy.
And you would see a large hole in his chest, and you would see a bloodied silver short sword on my side.
So we don't have any magic or silver weapons. So we're
I
gonna
do have
resort to
silvered
magic.
weapons, actually. I have silver
Oh, you do?
bolts and my silvered short sword. Or a silvered sword.
Okay, all right.
I got
Also
magic.
Still have some vials of oil to enchant your weapons temporarily.
Yep.
Is that what is that? Holy? What is that?
No, Strahd gave it to you. It's a magic item. It works.
Oil of enchantment, right?
Oil of enchantment, yep.
So it gives your weapon temporarily the magical property for an hour. It doesn't give it any bonuses, but when it comes to hitting things, it's a happy day.
Okay.
Oh, is that on top of what Victor gave us? Enchanted our weapons somehow temporarily?
No, Victor
Right?
was telling you he could enchant your weapons.
Oh, could, not that he did
Yeah,
this time.
yeah,
Okay.
He did not.
Okay, thanks.
But if you need him to and you bring him enough gold so that he can buy the resources, he will.
Okay, so I will put some enchantment on Miracle.
Okay. And then I will, in the battle, I will make sure that the hit points are being adjusted properly.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Lady Esmeralda, how can we help you in this matter? What's happening?
We need to
since
get
you've been
moving
here?
pretty quickly to get to
Yeah.
the kids.
She
Well, I'm just trying
can
to find out, from her,
she can take
what's
lead.
happened so far.
Follow me, use magic weapons, and don't get in my way.
All right.
All right, so then we will allow Esmeralda to lead the way into the cave. Everybody
So
else can
we're walking
follow.
about 15 or 20 feet.
All right. You guys start to move into the cave, and as you do, two werewolves come bounding up over that platform there and dive down onto the party. They're howling, and from the back of the cave, you hear a response howl.
Shoot him.
Let's roll for
I'm
initiative.
I'm also gonna howl.
Oh, you should do that then.
Woo!
Lady Esmeralda, you are up first.
Oh, I didn't get the roll.
No, You can roll if you want, but I threw it in the auto roller, so.
First one that's charging at me, right in front of me. As he's charging me, I'm gonna shoot my repeater crossbow at his.
Sounds good. Control click to target. That is gonna miss, but you get 2 of those. Actually, it hits. I don't know how that first one hits. Yeah, but that one's definitely gonna miss. Yep.
I am going to cast Witch's Bolt.
Alright. You're gonna drop a Witch's Bolt. Are you twinning that on both of them?
Yes,
Alright.
and it missed on the one.
Okay. So as your Witch Bolt flies out, Esmeralda just unloads 4 bolts out of her crossbow on one of these werewolves.
Yeah, that was some stuff just now.
And then,
All done.
Alright, you shoot some lightning out of your hands, and it connects with one of the werewolves, but not the other one. The one that Esmeralda lit up with her crossbow turns on her, and she is mad as all get out. And she begins to claw and bite at Esmeralda. And her first claw swipe hits. Her second claw swipe hits. And her bite misses. So Esmeralda is going to take 9 points of damage from the first attack. And 6 points of damage from the second attack. And that werewolf roars right in her face, which brings us to Timmy, who, now that Timmy is his own person again, is going to roll a hide check, and he is going to sneak around to the side, kind of into the next cavern almost, and he is going to unload 3 crossbow bolts at that same werewolf. He is going to hit with all 3 of them.
Timmy has a crossbow?
He's got that mouth crossbow he's got.
Oh,
we loaded them back up, remember?
Yep. So Timmy
Is
is
that a
going to do
magical
25
item?
points of damage total on that werewolf.
Ah, Timmy.
And that werewolf is looking awful. And that will bring us to Mar, you're up.
Gonna cast Bless. Can I drag the effect onto my team?
I don't know.
Yes, I can. And I'll do Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to move in for 1 attack.
Hey, thanks.
And that's it.
Alright, you lay into the one that Esmeralda's already been beaten on, and it goes down in a roaring fury. And that brings up the other werewolf, who, seeing what you've done, is going to change its attack to you. And it swipes at you and hits, swipes at you again, and...
Oh, wait a second. Hang on,
What?
something is very wrong with my AC.
Yeah, because I just hit you with an 11.
Yeah, it says 11, and that's not right. It's 20. Hang on.
Is some of your armor unequipped?
I guess it must be, but I don't remember why. I don't know why it would be like that. Hang on.
Okay. Well, that's
Yep, somehow all my armor got unequipped.
that's weird. Well, I'll roll the bite anyways.
Yeah, literally none of my armor was equipped. I have
And
no
the
idea.
bite, he misses with the bite too, but that first swipe definitely hit you because it was a 22. So.
Okay.
And hits you for 7 points of damage. Kane, you're up.
Got it.
Troll the dad.
Troll
Troll the dad.
Who are you trolling? That werewolf?
There's only one person to
It
troll.
has not been hit yet, so your spell will not be very effective.
Well, it will, just less.
Okay, just want to make sure. Failed the save.
Okay.
Alright, you blast the werewolf for 10 damage.
And that's it.
Alright, that brings up our friend the Crazy Mage, who begins to form a fireball in his hands and blasts it right at that werewolf. Everybody make dex saves.
Ew.
Oh my gosh.
I
if you're
got this!
If you're by me, you get +3, so...
Timmy is no good. $24 points of damage if you did not save.
Kane, you should have a +4 or +3 on
I don't actually know how to add that
Well,
on.
you
Oh.
can just roll it and add it and tell me what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I mean
yeah,
it would
'cause you
be
might not always be by me.
13.
If you're ever within 10 feet of me, you get my charisma modifier on your saves.
Yeah.
Timmy is cooked pretty good. He's sad. You hear, whoo!
What did you say it was? 24?
24 if you don't save.
And what's the save? What, probably higher than 14, 13? Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 16. So, add your damage if you did not save, please. Alright. That's
Oh,
gonna
the...
take us to the top. Oh, that's Esmeralda. My bad, not Raven.
Sorry, Kane, you also would have gotten +1 from Blast.
I still wouldn't have made it.
Okay.
Alright. As you get to the top, all of a sudden, all these
Oh.
wolves start coming out of that tunnel to the left, and another werewolf behind them. Right after the fireball, when it would have been really useful for it. But it is Esmeralda's turn, still. That werewolf at.
Oh, it's a D4. I get it. Sorry.
I'm going to take a
So I may have... Well, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
Esmeralda takes a step back and then casts a 3rd level lightning bolt.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? I do?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And that is going to connect. So the werewolf claws at you with an attack of opportunity. And is going to do... points of damage. 7. Alright, and you're going to cast a 3rd level lightning bolt?
Yes.
Alright, that's going to do how much damage?
8d6 to everything, in 100 foot.
I am so glad I have Bless on, because I'm getting hit by that, aren't I?
No, you shouldn't. It's this werewolf.
Just barely not.
Okay,
So
good.
it's gonna hit both the werewolves and that other wolf. So that is wolf 3. Roll your damage, please.
I don't have any of those wolves on my map. It's not refreshing.
Okay. That's so weird. Poor Jason. We use Fantasy Grounds a lot, and he's the only one who ever has crazy problems. The rest of us don't seem to have them. But well, you can sort of play off mine then. This would be the way you're going to hit those wolves is straight through here.
Okay. Here you go. Here's all the
No, it didn't. There it goes.
Whoa.
26 damage if they do not make their save. Oh, nobody knows how to make saves today. So that's good. Wolf 3 is vaporized in the lightning storm. And you hear the wizard in the back go, "Oh, that's one of my favorites!" The werewolves each take a sizable amount of damage. Alright, it actually kills the one up front. And the other one is looking in pretty bad condition now. Alright.
I'm going to finish using the rest of my movement to take 2 steps back behind the crazy wizard.
Alright. Esmeralda backs up behind the wizard. And Wolf 2.
She's like sitting on Raven.
I know.
Wolf 2 comes running up and has advantage on its attack against Mar. Because it's within 5 feet of another wolf. And that is going to connect.
Ooh.
It's going to bite you for 4 damage. I need you to make a strength save. It's only 11,
Okay.
so it's not hard. But it's trying to knock you down as it bites at you.
It's only 11?
Yep.
I automatically make that because I can't roll lower than 11.
Alright. Well, I will.
I mean, you can roll a 1.
No,
Yeah,
I've got...
You could roll a 1 and it'd be an auto fail.
Oh, do you want me to roll then?
We play with it. Yeah, yes, please. Yeah, you're fine. Alright, and the next wolf attacks you again. Wolf 4 does. And that's going to hit you as well, so try not to auto fail again. I know it's so tempting to do it. And that one's going to hit you for 7. And that's going to bring up Raven. So the wolves just start piling on you, and they're all running for you as you're the only one in their line of sight at the moment.
I can take it.
Raven, you're up. Oh, what was that? That was a lot of dice.
Did any of those wolves get damaged by? There they go. Wait, what's happening?
I'm guessing a necro ball just launched out.
Andy looks really happy.
I'm sure he
Hey.
does.
Dude, I don't know if you're saying anything, but it's not coming through on your mic, but you look happy. No, your mic's borked, dude.
Oh no.
We lost Andy. I don't know. What's up?
I don't know how wolves
How's that?
survive.
Hey, that's better. That's better.
Necroball just launched out, and
Nice one, dude.
Andy, how much damage was that? Because you didn't target Wolf 9, and I'm guessing it's done.
24.
Yeah, it's done too. Alright, well, let me eliminate these guys here on the map.
You just
Hey,
killed a whole group.
Hey, Raven,
Hey, what?
what's wrong with your fireball? It looks sick.
It's not a fireball.
You see this one werewolf still in the back, and he's not looking real good at the moment. And then Timmy runs over this way, and he just straight dives on this werewolf, and he Rolls with his main hand and his offhand. And he will hit with his main hand. Unfortunately, he does not get sneak attack because there's nobody next to him. But let's see what that hairpin dagger does here. And that is going to be 8 points of damage, and that is enough to put the werewolf down. And Timmy just continues to stab at it as it's laying on the ground over and over again.
Timmy, no hoot?
Oh, there's hoots. There's all sorts of excited, happy hoots coming from Timmy at the moment. Hoot, hoo! Yeah. So, for the moment, it looks like things are safe. But from deep in the cave, you hear a howl.
Esmeralda, should I continue on, or do you want to continue to lead the way?
Esmeralda, do we want to wait 10 minutes? Do we have 10 minutes to heal, or no?
No, the children might still be alive.
Oh, hey, there's kids. That's right. Let's go get them.
Yeah.
All right, pick away.
Sorry, I didn't hear what Jason said. Did he say lead the way, or she'll lead the way?
I'll lead the way with you.
Okay, great. I will follow close behind Esmeralda.
While we're doing this, I'm going to cast Cure on Timmy.
Sounds good. He greatly appreciates it. His head spins around all the way, and he nods back and forth a few times.
I would also like to spin my head around.
You can't, unfortunately.
Oh, dang it!
Esmeralda, which way would you like to go?
I actually can't see him.
He still can't see the map. That's being terrible for him. So left or right, then?
Right.
All right, you guys are going to go to the right.
Right behind her.
All right. A gash in the rocky ceiling allows gray light and cold drizzle from the outdoors to seep into this dank, torchlit cave, where an underground spring forms a pool of water roughly 40 feet across and 10 feet deep. A 5-foot-high ledge to the north overlooks the pool, and a similar ledge spans the eastern wall with a rough-hewn staircase leading up it. There's a few crates up at the top of the ledge.
Quickly up the steps.
All right, you guys cruise up the steps, but it doesn't look like you can go anywhere once you get up there. There's just all these boxes. There is a passage to the west, but you can't. You'd have to wade through the pool and climb up a ledge on the other side.
Do I see anything with my roll of 13?
Perception. You throw open a couple of the crates real quick and look around.
What's this dotted?
They're full of adult clothing, like heaps of adult clothing. That dotted line, that's the crack in the ceiling it was just talking about.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can go back the other way, or you can wade across the pool and climb up the ledge.
Can I look down the hallway?
Yeah, I can give you a little bit better view. Not much, though, because right
Not
after
much.
there's another rock column right on the other side. So it's kind of blocking your view.
Esmeralda, are we going through the water?
Can we hear which way any of the sound is coming from?
It's actually gotten very quiet deeper in the cave.
Must have taken a wrong turn. Let's go back the other way.
Okay.
All right. So you head back the other way. And that room, let's see. There's a 5-foot-high stone ledge that overlooks this large cave as well. It has a smoldering campfire at the far west end, and the floor is covered with gnawed bones. So there's a small stairway that leads up onto the ledge. So I'm guessing you guys are going to head up that ledge.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys head up the ledge, and it looks like you
Oh, go ahead.
I would like to ask
Strahd a question.
You cannot ask Strahd a question.
Okay.
The mage comes running around the corner. He's like, "Hey, I don't mean to tell you, young adventurers, what to do, but don't you want to loot the bodies?"
We'll take care of that after we can save the children first.
Yeah, but what if someone comes and gets them like a dragon?
Wait, what bodies?
The werewolves.
They're naked.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, you never know where you people put things nowadays.
If you want to start digging in some naked bodies, be my guest.
I'm good. All right, it looks like it opens up into a kind of a small maze of rock pillars and columns. You want to poke your head a little deeper into that?
Was that like a DM like hint? Should we go loot them, or is it just a weirdo mage wants to play with naked dead people?
That's probably for you to decide.
I'm glad he answered. No comment about the DM being on another plane of existence.
Who's
Can
Who's this DM you guys are talking about? I don't even know what that is.
Thank you.
While he said that,
Is
can
that
I
like for
just
dank
do a
magician?
quick?
That's me.
Yes. Are the bodies naked?
Oh yeah, they're really naked. I checked.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. Let's go.
Thanks. So, you're peering through this column maze of rocks. Which way would you like to go? Most, straight ahead, to the left-ish, to the right-ish?
There. What does that let me see? I just moved to space, so like, what would that allow me to see?
Okay. You see.
And me.
Hold on. Sorry, I screwed up my selector. Oh, I hate that. That's so stupid. If you hit escape to cancel the selector, it turns the whole selection tool off. It's super annoying. Alright, it opens up into a little alcove. There is a white furred werewolf that jumps out of the shadows at you and takes a swipe at you. And let's see, what is... It's a 18 gonna hit your armor class, Kane?
Nope.
Alright, her swipe skips off your off your armor as she roars in your face. I am going to roll initiative again real quick. She looks extraordinarily tough compared to the other ones that you fought. Rippling muscles, all that type of stuff. And Raven, you're up first.
Did she move by me?
I'm gonna move her.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot a chilling caress at her.
A chilling caress. Alright. That hits.
And that is my turn.
Alright. Kane, you're up.
I'm casting Vampiric Touch.
Alright. Cast it. That hits as well.
Did that?
Yep.
That did not do anything to my hit points, though, so I'll fix that.
Okay. It also didn't do any damage to Bianca.
Oh, so never
That's
mind.
because he did 2 attacks.
Oh, you attacked again.
Oh, that's why. Alright.
All right, that did it right. Did that do to your hit points properly then?
It didn't change my hit points, so I'll just do that.
All right, sounds good. Esmeralda, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna light it up with crossbow bolts.
All right. Esmeralda unloads 4 crossbow bolts at the werewolf. Yeah, they have super low armor class. They rely on their resistance to weapons and things like that most of the time to protect them. Alright, and Esmeralda completely lights up that werewolf.
Jeez.
Mar, you're up.
Would I have seen any more of our immediate area from this position before I make my move?
Yes, you would have. Light up some of that. Not a lot because there's more cave in the way.
Yeah, I just want to kind of see if I'm just going to move adjacent or, yeah, I might just move around.
Yeah, just go around.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, as you move around, you see another werewolf charging in.
Oh, okay. We would not have Bless on anymore. I imagine it's probably been at least a minute since we moved after that fight through the adjacent cave opening to this point.
Yeah, you would.
As much as I would like to keep it on.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you see, and it is another larger werewolf that you see as you move around. So, would you like to stop and engage that one, or do you want to make it all the way around?
I'm going to stop and engage this one.
Okay.
That's why I'm stopping right where I'm stopping.
Gotcha. Alright, so go ahead. It's still rolled with Bless on. I think I have to take that off for you.
Yeah, you have to take that off us.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I probably didn't make my second attack then, huh? Okay, I imagine I definitely made my first attack.
What was the attack roll?
It would have been without Bless. It would have been 21.
Yeah, you hit with a 21.
Yeah.
Sure.
The second one would have been a 9.
A 9 will not hit.
Okay.
You are correct on that.
I'm done.
Okay. Alright, the werewolf you just smacked right in the face growls at you. It is displeased at your behavior. And it launches 3 attacks at you. And a 22 will hit, correct?
Yep.
And you are hit twice and you are bit once as well. There it goes. Alright, you are bit, so I'm going to need you to make a Constitution save. Alright. Looks good. And that will bring up our next werewolf friend, who is going to be attacking Kane some more. She is going to miss. She's going to... Kane, will a 20 hit you?
Exactly 20, yes.
Okay.
Is that a disadvantage?
No, it was supposed to be an advantage, and I clicked the disadvantage button. So.
Well, because I grant disadvantage, which means he would have no advantage.
So then he would not have hit.
Excellent.
So you can take those 8 hit points back.
Okay.
And then the last attack. All right. Oh, the second one would have had a 20 with it. That's a bummer.
Oh,
right. Then
you're welcome, Kane.
Thank you.
Timmy's up. Timmy sees Kane in trouble, comes running up, knowing that he has sneak attack damage coming. He's very excited about it. He's hooting all the way in. You hear him from the back. It starts out. He comes running in. Here comes Timmy. His 2 attacks will both hit. 2. There it is. 6 and 7 for 13, and then sneak attack damage is another 9. So Timmy unloads on the werewolf for 6, 13, 9, 22 points of damage.
Excellent.
And let's see. That brings up, not Raven yet, the wizard. Time for magic missile! And he unleashes a swarm of magic missiles that do 33 points of damage in total to our werewolf friend. That's already been hit a bunch. Now, Raven, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to quicken the casting of a cantrip, which would allow me to cast 2 spells, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to cast Chilling Caress at both of the guys.
Sounds good.
Oh.
Criticals. Criticals are nice. All right.
Mike, that 6 should be doubled for one of them. It didn't take into effect the critical.
Okay. Well, all right.
For Wensica, it should take another 6.
Got it. Done. All right, so the skeletal hands come out and just grab a hold of the 2 werewolves and squeeze. Kane, you're up.
Vampiric Touch.
That will hit. All right.
Are we rounding up or down? So is that 3 or 4?
Round up, right?
Okay.
I don't remember what the official rule is. I know we were.
I think it's down.
It is down. We were doing it wrong for a long time, and I said up because I like to round up. And is that your turn then?
Yeah.
All right. Esmeralda.
First of all, I look very puzzled at this little clockwork being next to me. And I say, what in the world is this thing?
It turns its head around off of its shoulders and looks at you and bounces it back and forth, opens its jaw a few times, and you see crossbow bolts in it, and then it gives you a thumbs up and turns back to fight the werewolf.
That's awesome.
Both amusing and terrifying. I'm going to unleash more crossbow fire.
You pump a bunch more bolts straight into Bianca the werewolf. And The last one puts her to the ground. With a howl of pain, she collapses to the ground.
Quickly, I'd use the rest of my movement to move past her, ripping out my crossbow bolts from her body.
Alright. And then Mar, you'll be up next. So you can start your action.
Sounds good. Oh.
Nice. Jeez.
And I think I'll call it good.
Alright, you lay a bunch of damage into Wensica the werewolf, who turns angrily. She got chilling caressed, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's already targeting Mar. So she lunges at you with a bite and misses. Attacks twice with her claws. And misses with her first attack. And misses with her second attack as well. Then roars furiously. And yeah, makes a break for it. Mar, you want to make attack of an attack of
Absolutely.
opportunity? I figured you would.
At advantage?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a hit. And you lay in some more damage on her.
What are the rules for doing a grapple as a attack of opportunity? Is that possible?
No, because the rules specifically say you get to make one melee attack. And,
Okay.
Yeah, grapple is an action, not an attack.
Okay.
So, and she disappears into the cave to the north. Hey, click that off. So, can you see how far she is on your screen,
No.
Mar?
I kind of did, yeah. I think I know how far she is.
Yeah.
I saw it kind of.
Feet-wise, I think I know.
Yeah, you should click off the target.
Okay.
It doesn't stay popped up.
That's so funny.
So,
Yeah,
like,
it
we
didn't.
just saw the number change and then disappear.
It did, but I have a pretty good sense. Well, I do have Hunter's Mark on her anyway, so there's that.
Well, there is that. So you hear, you hear her bounding off into the darkness of the cavern.
Chasing after her.
You guys want to chase after her?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys start to move after her, and a little bit more of the cave opens up to you. Looks like she went into a narrow passage to the north.
So I'll just tell Esmeralda that then.
Following.
Keep following. You guys continue to follow her. It looks like this passage is a winding set of stairs, naturally carved out and naturally tunneled and carved out of the stone. And it winds up quite a ways. And then up at the top there is a large boulder that looks like it's covering a secret door. I'd really call it more of a hidden door. You don't really need to search for it. You can see light gapping in from around it. But you don't see her anywhere in the tunnel.
I will attempt to push the boulder away.
Yeah.
I need a strength check. It can be made at advantage because there's more than one person there.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You're a werewolf in the middle of our pack.
Oh, you can see her. You can totally see her. Get out of there. Thanks, Andy. No, she's not. Whoop, out of there. So you roll the boulder away, and you look out, and if you scroll way up to the top corner, top right corner of your map, you'll see what you're looking at. and there is a huge ring of stones right up in front of you guys, and you can see the werewolf way off in the distance already. She's on all fours, bounding and running at the speed she's moving. You're pretty sure you can't catch her.
What distance is she at?
I would gather her at about 120 feet from the doorway right now.
Firing crossbow.
I am going to shoot a ray of frost.
All right.
And actually, I'm going to quicken that as well, so I'm going to cast it twice.
Okay, and Esmeralda is going to unleash some crossbow bolts. You are using a hand crossbow, so you'll be rolling at disadvantage. That's way too far for that. Okay, the ray of frost strikes and misses.
How far away did you say?
The first one hits.
Yes. First one hits, the second one misses. 120 feet at the moment.
Right, okay.
And her speed is reduced by 10.
Third level magic missile.
Third level magic missile.
Jeez.
Wow.
Plus 9, so 36.
Can I cast this spell too?
Yeah, you can. Oops, not 907 points of damage.
I might not even fire this heavy crossbow, so...
Man, I should have summoned some demons on top of her.
Some stretches.
What are you doing?
Well,
Okay.
before you attack, Mar, let me cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, please. Like 16 dredges around her. Oh!
And now you have advantage on your next attack.
Dude, thanks.
All right. The werewolf is still bounding away. I mean, obviously, I'm not changing her position at all, but that hits.
Is it just since I have 2 attacks, is it just one attack or both attacks?
A heavy crossbow
it is-
takes one of your. How's that work? It's
If he has disadvantage and he adds advantage, it's just a normal attack.
yeah.
So would I have had
Yes.
disadvantage?
No, you wouldn't have, but you can make your second attack.
Okay.
And that would be a regular attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
that hits. All right, so that was at 17 total. All right, the werewolf is still running, and the old mage kind of pumps his way through it. He's like, "Bunch of amateurs," and he claps his hands together, and he's just clapping. He starts clapping. He's like, "What the heck is this guy doing?" And then he says, "Everybody, freeze!" And you watch as the rain stops falling. You can't move. None of you can move. The rain's frozen in the middle of the air. It's just hanging there. And he just walks over a little bit closer to the werewolf, casts another spell, and Bigby's hand shows up and slaps the werewolf right out of the air because it was in bound as time stopped moving. And as Bigby's hand hits it, it passes through her, and then he starts clapping his hands again. You realize he's clapping his hands in a rhythm that mimics seconds. Time starts again, and the body of this werewolf comes tumbling and flying across the ground towards you, transforming back into its human form as it spins to a stop at your feet.
That's excellent. Can I?
I mean,
can
I was
clap
ready to
with him?
shoot a chaos bolt at him, but it's okay.
Can what?
Can I clap with him?
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you can cast Time Stop too. That's one of my favorites."
Yeah, I just did it. You just didn't notice that you were stopped.
Oh, mind blown.
Speaking of time, we are running out of it.
Oh,
Let's go.
all right.
Lead on.
Back down inside the cave then.
Back down inside the cave.
So you guys head back down inside the cave, and you see a couple of sets of stairs leading down into a dimly lit room. Scroll my...
Is Wencencia dead?
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Like, as you take a quick glance at her body, it actually looks like all of her bones were broken by the force of Bigby's hand.
Oh, good times. As we are leaving, I ask the mage if he would like to loot her body.
Yeah, I'm not into that there, Sonny.
Whatever, man. I mean, no judgment.
All right. So you go back down, and I need perception checks from everyone.
Sure, add your pluses.
Anybody else want to roll one?
Yep, I do. Hang on.
Oh, Timmy gets to make those again now.
That would be plus 3 more, or 4 more. Sorry.
All right.
Oh wait.
No, you don't get your
No,
bonus
sorry,
for that.
not skill check. Never mind. Oh, we lost Jason. In
Oof. Did we? Did we lose?
Yep,
him?
he's not. Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
in Discord anymore.
All right. Well, he'll hear me what I'm saying. So, you guys are coming down the stairs, and all of you, for the most part, hear this. You hear whispering. It sounds like, but it's loud. And as you get closer, you realize it's praying. You hear somebody praying. Kane
Shoot
puts
him.
that together.
Yeah. Sounds like it's praying, guys. I put that together.
Thanks.
All right. Gosh. All right. So these rough-hewn stairs lead down to a torchlit cave, and you see a bizarre sight. There's wide-eyed children who are standing behind wooden bars, and they're staring at you in terrified silence. The cave holds 6 wooden cages, and their lids are held shut with heavy rocks. 2 of the cages are empty, and each of the others holds a pair of frightened children. So you found the children. A crude wooden statue stands between the cages. It bears a rough likeness to a wolf-headed woman draped in garlands and vines and night flowers. Piled around the statue's base is an incredible amount of treasure. There is a woman in shredded clothes kneeling before the statue. Behind the statue, there's 2 maggot-ridden corpses hanging from iron shackles bolted to the wall. The woman is praying.
Can I shoot the woman?
You can. Most
No,
certainly.
don't do that just yet. Esmeralda, do you know who that is?
I've never been seen her before.
Can I get her attention?
You realize she shouldn't be like summoning an elder child?
Probably.
Can we understand what language she's praying in?
She's praying in common.
What is she saying?
She's praying for forgiveness for what her pack has done, and she's asking the Night Mother to return her husband.
Hey, lady.
She ignores you and continues to pray.
I walk up and I just poke her ever so gently with Miracle. Hey, lady.
You poke her and she whirls around on you and she transforms into a large werewolf, similar to the other 2 difficult ones you faced in this tunnel, and she's breathing heavily, but she hasn't attacked. And she's like, "What do you want?
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?"
If
She
I
points at
knew
your holy
what you were
symbol.
doing, I wouldn't have asked.
"I'm praying to the Night Mother to return my husband."
Who's the Night Mother and where's your husband? Where'd he go? Why'd she take your husband?
"She didn't take my husband.
So how's she gonna return him?
She pulls back her hand and she looks around. And then she starts to walk away.
Hey, lady.
She's ignoring you now.
I'm gonna go poke her again.
All right.
I'm shooting her.
Do you want me to mage hand her?
Nope, we're rolling initiative. Oh, you guys.
Mike, you want to
Remember that
remove
who's
the bless
skit?
from me?
Best way to start a fight. So you guys want to fight? That's what you did.
I didn't start a fight. I was just curious.
He
She
started
wants
a fight.
to respond with anger. Then she's the one who needs some whatever.
All right. So let me roll initiative, and then away we go. Esmeralda, you're up.
I'm assuming I'm right next to her.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have her on the map.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you don't even get a werewolf picture. This is what this nice lady looked like before you decided to kill her.
I didn't decide to kill her. She attacked us.
You kept poking her.
Gently.
You kind of provoked her.
Hey, no, don't put this on me.
It's all your fault.
Dude, are you
You
kidding?
didn't see us poking her.
It's because you got no guts.
I'm gonna hold my action and yell at her and say, "Stand down."
Oh, she's not standing down. She's enraged. So.
Is she a
I
barbarian
can't imagine
werewolf?
why she would be so enraged right now. I really can't.
Nobody can. Nobody can. Nobody can understand why she would be enraged.
I just don't get it.
All right, so she throws herself at Kane. Oh, you're shooting her now?
Slicing her with a rapier.
Okay.
Wait, why would she attack Kane?
Because he's the one who provoked her.
I was.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
really
you're
being
being
troll.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
You did.
Okay.
This is the offhand.
Sounds good.
That means I did a really good job.
So Esmeralda pulls out her rapier and slashes at the werewolf. Stabs, really. And then puts 2 bolts into her as well.
Hand axe.
Oh, hand axe. Nice. You do have the crossbow expert feat, so you can shoot your crossbow in melee range. Just so you know. All right.
How did you make 4 attacks with a hand axe?
The rapier is my main hand. The hand axe is the offhand. The one attack action is both weapons.
Yeah, and she gets 2 attacks.
I get it. Okay, I get it.
So, multiple
Yeah.
attacks. Actually, I think you only should have gotten 1 offhand attack. 2 main hand attacks and 1 offhand.
Oh, you're right.
So I will
The
take
7 damage.
7 damage back. 96. Alright. So, and that's Zulika's turn. Completely ignoring the fact that Esmeralda just stabbed her and slashed her all up, goes straight after Kane. None of this shenanigans. And misses her bite. And misses with her first set of claws. She goes to claw him again, and Kane deflects her once again with his shield. She is unable to score a hit, even in her rage. Kane, you're up.
I am going to cast Bless on. That should have put that on the 3 of us, right?
Looks that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, alright. So that's my action. And as a bonus action, I'm just going to say, why are you doing this? And then that's it.
Raven? Oh. Yay. Hey, Raven, you're rolling much better this week. Just so
Yes,
you know.
I am. And I'm very happy about that.
I'm sure you are. The last 2 games were...
She was stressed about dying.
Yeah, you know,
It is hard.
She feels much better after that 2 weeks of rest and relaxation.
Being hung is hard.
So she shoots off a chaos bolt, misses, and then quickens a chilling caress, which strikes.
Sounds good. Alright, and that's going to bring us to little Timmy, who's hooting happily. He jumps up on top of one of the cages with the children on it and dives on the lady's head.
And he's going to attack with his dagger, and he's going to hit. And then he's going to attack again with his other dagger, with the rat dagger, but unfortunately misses with the second one. So he does manage to do 8 with the first dagger and another 10 sneak attack, so 18 points of damage total. And next up is Mar.
What size creature is she?
She's a medium. She's humanoid sized.
I wanna grapple her. I wanna tackle her.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna yell to everyone to cease their attacks, and I wanna grapple her.
All right.
What do you want for that? Strength?
You make a strength athletics check. Athletics.
It's okay.
That should still have bless with it?
That can have bless with it, so you can roll a d4 and add it to that.
Oh, okay.
So 18. And she is going to roll to get out of that. And she is going to succeed. You are unable to grapple her.
So, in the process of that, I just try to persuade her to relent.
I will allow you to make a persuasion check on this, since you didn't actively try to damage her. Yeah, she's not having any of it. And that's your turn, so that's going to bring us to Esmeralda.
What about the wizard?
Oh yeah, the wizard. The wizard. What have I got left on Wizzy-Doo? What do you got left here, buddy? Oh, not a whole lot. Let's see. I'm just gonna crank off another magic missile of substantial proportions. Magic missile for 28 points of damage. Let's see, that's her turn, and she's still enraged at Kane. Oh, sorry, it's Esmeralda's turn. I skipped you because we skipped the wizard. Esmeralda.
I'm not going to listen to Malamir. I'm going to shoot her.
There's a lot of
Good lord.
shooting going on.
That was almost max damage.
Is that all of it? That's all of it. She barely looks like she's standing. She can barely keep herself together after all of the crossbow bolts load her up. But she still turns on Kane. She goes to bite you and misses. And let's see, she's gonna claw. And that's a critical. How fun is that?
It is not a critical.
Why is that not a critical?
Because I don't want it to be a
Too
critical.
bad. It's gonna be.
No, it's not. I am actually for serious.
What? How? How are you for serious?
Sentinel at Death's Door. I can negate criticals
Shut up.
once a long rest.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll damage. You can take.
Oh no! Once a short or long rest.
Well, shut up. You
So
can
I, so I
take 5 of
still
that
take
back
the
then.
damage. Okay.
Jerk.
So I take. So how much damage did I take total?
6. And her last attack will miss you. So
Okay.
she misses with her bite, hits her with the first claw, and misses with the second claw. And now it's your turn.
How did you just gain HP?
Because it auto criticaled him, and it wasn't,
Oh,
so
gotcha,
it gave it
gotcha.
to him back.
Okay.
Kane, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna smack her in the face.
All right, go for it. Yeah, that'll
Oh man, so close.
All right, you put her down. There's no way you cannot put her down. You crush
Oh,
her.
as I'm just yelling, why?
All right, she's laying on the ground and stops breathing.
Was she clothed while she was praying?
Yeah,
Is she clothed now?
in tatters.
Oh, in tatters? Okay, never mind. I mean, like, I'll look through her tatters. Let me see her tatters.
Gosh, it is not hard to find. What does she have on her? I don't remember what she has on her. And Esmeralda's standing right on the. I need here. She has a small key on her.
Can we use that
Okay.
to unlock the
Yeah, for the cages, I imagine.
Well, the cages look like they're pretty crude. It looks like they're not even locked. It looks like the tops are held down by large rocks.
Oh, maybe for...
So those little doors on the picture are not doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not actually doors.
Can we push off the rocks?
Yeah, you can push off the rocks. They don't really honestly even require a strength check because you guys have time and there's enough of you there. You can start pushing off the rocks and freeing the children.
Can I... We didn't finish exploring where the time stop spell was cast, right? Where was the other guy running?
Well, that was up higher on a cliff.
Yeah,
led
that's
to
up on top
the
of the hill. The cave was a little below the top of the hill. You could see the mouth of the cave from up on where you came out. Or at least where the wolf head is. You couldn't really see into the mouth because
We
that
haven't
Was-
explored any of this. For the
Was there any...
examined it?
Was there anything up there that could have used the key?
No, it looked like there was a ring of stones that you barely took any time to examine. You just saw that it was there, and then you ran back down here looking for the children.
Okay.
Can we take some time to talk to the kids and examine the area?
The kids are in a bit of a state of shock. They're kind of speaking a lot of gibberish, to be honest. Like, some of them are talking about how they're from the village of Kresk, but others are talking about villages nearby that you've never heard of and places that you have no idea where they could possibly be. Some of them, one says that he was from a place where it was sunny and warm with beaches and the ocean, which is nowhere near any place you've been.
Did they look hurt?
No, they're in pretty good condition. Speaking to them a little bit, you find out that the werewolves actually make them fight to the death to see who's the strongest of the children. That's what they were told they were going to have to do anyways.
They must have wanted to increase their numbers.
Yeah, one says, one of the older ones, he says, because then they said they were going to bite us.
Let's get these kids back to
While this conversation is going, I'm doing prayer of healing.
Okay.
Is that a statue there?
That is a statue of
That's
a
statue
woman
that
with
had
a
bunch
wolf
of wood
head.
around it.
Can I examine it?
Esmeralda and Timmy and Mar healed 10.
Thank you.
You examine the statue. Let's see. There doesn't seem to be anything terribly special about it. It's crudely carved. It's covered in flowers and vines. But there is a big pile of treasure underneath it.
Can I look for traps?
You can. That's a same thing as a sleight of hand. Actually, it's the same thing as a sleight of hand check for you, because you're a rogue, which is much better. Much, much better. You're pretty confident there's no traps.
Loot the treasure.
Did we lose you in Discord again?
Yeah, he's gone in Discord.
You have a curse on your tech. I don't know how it happens to you. It's weird, man. All right. So you start to. What are we doing? I'm sorry, I got distracted.
Looting the treasure.
Ah, you're looking at the treasure. Are you just scooping it up, or are you looking through it?
A brief look through it, but mostly just scooping it up.
All right. There's quite a bit of copper that you notice as you're scooping through it. There's thousands of coins here. You'd say probably about 80% of them are copper, but there's some gold and silver mixed in there as well. Several gemstones. Like some of them are pretty big and expensive looking. Some jewelry, a few other things. There's this really awesome ivory drinking horn and an ornate electrum censer with a platinum filigree on it as well. And that thing looks super expensive. And as you pick that up and start to look around it, the mage walks up to you and he says, "That's what we came here to get." And he opens it up, and inside of it is a platinum medallion that's shaped like the sun. And he says, "Old Mordenkainen got you your treasure. See you around." And he disappears.
That was Mordenkainen?
That's what he said.
Isn't Mordenkainen dead?
I don't know. Adam's freaking out about, is that Mordenkainen?
I'm totally freaking out. All right. So what is
because
this?
of technical difficulties here for poor Jason, I'm going to say Esmeralda gathers up the children. She's not wasting any time in heading to Kresk.
Good.
So,
Let's
Andy,
go with
we
her.
can barely hear you.
How's that?
That's
so
much better.
I just want to go in that other room. Oh, like that offshoot from the stairwell. Just check that a little bit more thoroughly before we leave. I want to tell Esmeralda that we'll definitely go with her back to Kresk with the children.
She's not wasting any time. She's like hot out of here. She doesn't care what you have to say.
Did he just take the medallion, or did he take the flask too?
No. He left it. He left everything. But he made sure you noticed that that's what you were looking for.
Oh, okay. Well, I might hold on to that then.
All right. You go back. Ryan said he wanted to look at that other cave.
I mean, if she's just on her way out, like, I guess I'm not going to bother.
And let's look at the bodies too, just to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Okay. So are you guys keeping pace with Esmeralda, or are you actually searching the cave?
I would like
because
to
you're not going to be able
pace.
to do both.
Yeah, I was going to keep pace then too.
Fine, we can do that.
All right. So you guys trek back through the woods with Esmeralda, and you make it back to the gates of Kresk. As soon as you arrive at the gates of Kresk, you try to strike up conversation with her along the way, but she's just not having any of it. She doesn't really care to talk to you. You reference, a few things, and she's like, "Look, the job's done. We're moving on." And she gets to the gates. The kids can see the city. You're there. And she turns around and continues to walk down the road.
We actually have some things to discuss with you. We've been looking for you. Can we talk?
She doesn't even turn around and acknowledge you.
About how you can come and go from here?
Nope. She keeps walking. You see her walk about 100 yards down the road, and she steps off into the woods. And are you keeping pace with her, or are you going to let her go?
As she's walking away, I just say, Von Richten sends his regards.
I stop.
Oh, Jason's back. Sorry. I was about to do that anyways. All right.
You know Van Richten?
They do.
Have you
We
seen
do.
him?
Recently, yeah.
Tell me where he is.
No, we're good.
Him
And I turn around and walk away.
Him and I have much to discuss.
Oh, so wait, no, now you want to talk to us?
No, I want to talk to Van Richten.
But you don't even know where he is, so how are you going to pull that off?
I'll play your charade for now.
How about this? How about this? How about this? How about we just trade? Let's have a conversation between friends. Sound good?
Are you friends?
I'm not enemies. I am not enemies.
Who do you serve?
Who do I serve?
Who are you working for? Obviously, you look like seasoned adventurers and mercenaries of some sort.
I work for somebody that I'm guessing that you're probably gonna be weirded out about. But we don't work for Fenrichten. We don't work for Strahd. We don't work for the powers behind this place.
I'm gonna insight check.
Ooh, you're getting insight check.
That's fine.
I just tell her,
Oh, there it is. Oh, well, it's not too good. Yep, you think he's being honest?
What do you want to know about me?
Kind of a lot. There's really kind of a lot going on here. One of them is, how do you move so freely in and out of this place? Secondly, gosh, there's a whole bunch of questions on. I can't even remember what they were. Third one is that's a pretty sweet killer leg you got going on there.
You can move in and out because you're a Vistani.
So, as far as my movement is concerned, I'm a Vistani. We are expected to travel, for if we stay in one place too long, we become sick. And as far as my leg, it was crafted by a master artificer, the same one who crafted my crossbow.
Who?
Are we done?
Sorry, I accidentally muted my mic.
Your camera's all screwed up too.
Done?
No, I said who?
It appears that she's not giving you the name.
Well, when you want to talk like friends, then we'll talk like friends.
I just tell her that we've learned about her from Volo's books. We've been searching for her because she is obviously able to leave Barovia anytime that she wants, and that's something of interest to us. And we're also searching for the Amber Temple.
I'm going to go ahead and answer that for Esmeralda, because some of that is homebrew stuff that poor Jason would be completely unaware of. Esmeralda is very interested that you mentioned the Amber Temple. She's very interested that... what else did you say? You said two things. The
I said Von Richten, and I said
we learned about her from Volo's book. Her
Volo.
ability to move. Yeah, her ability to move freely to and from Barovia and the Amber Temple.
Yeah, she kind of scoffs at your mention of Volo. She thinks he's an idiot. But the
Well, we don't have
Everybody
any
does.
opinions about him either way, but we learned about you from his books, and that's why we've been searching you out.
She would tell you that she has her own business at the moment, and it concerns finding Van Richten. And if you need her help in the future, she needs to settle things with him first.
Okay, here's the deal. We've met with Von Richten. We know where he was. We don't know where he might be right at this moment. We left him in Vallaki, but he was leaving Vallaki pretty soon. He might not be there right now.
But we also know that the two of you, have a little bit of a checkered past. What do you want with him?
Him and I have a score to settle. I found out that he was lying to me.
You gonna try and kill an old man? Is that what this is?
Not kill.
If it's any consolation, and I think we know this, I guess, Mike, you can correct me if I'm wrong. He's pretty broken up about what happened between the two of you.
That's probably a fair statement, considering he's almost my father.
Almost.
Well, he fulfilled the role of father figure for her for quite a few years.
I don't specifically remember all the details, but I do remember reading the story about everything that happened between them.
Yeah, in the story, you found out that they were extraordinarily close. She was probably his best protege he ever trained, and it was well into their relationship that he realized that if he didn't chase her away, at least this was his telling of the story, that the curse that he was under was eventually going to take her as well.
That's it. I couldn't remember what separated them.
He would never have told her that, but that's why he chased her off.
Okay, so that's kind of the thing that I wanted to mention, the little bit of information that we would have had that she would not have had.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
It explains so much now, but it doesn't explain him lying to me.
If I had to wager a guess, I'd say it was for your protection. He was looking out for you the whole time. I know it doesn't seem that way, but it's what he was doing.
What did he lie about? Killing your tribe?
You're a sharp one, cleric.
Well, yeah. What I'm aware of is how anger eats up people, and I don't know if he'd ever say this, and he'd probably be pretty pissed that we're even talking about this, but he's an old broken man, and he's kind of been old and broken for a long time, longer before than he met you, and he killed your tribe, your clan, what are you? Your people. What are you? I'm so tired.
I already told you once before, I'm a Vistani.
No, I know. I can't think of what you're called. Your people. He killed your people, your group.
Your tribe.
Out of anger because they lied to him first.
We did tell him the truth, what we did with his son. And granted, what we did was not right. It's why I abandoned my people.
So there you go. Now we're all friends again.
You use that word very loosely.
I use a lot of things loosely.
So now that I've complied to your communications. Tell me, where can we find Van Richten?
You want to find him right now?
It's as we said, he may be in Vallaki. He may not be in Vallaki right now.
At this point, by the time you get back there, he'll be gone.
And you have no idea about his bearing?
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Oh gosh, we talk about metas.
Where are we? Are we out in the open having this conversation?
Well, we're just outside the city, like gates. I'm guessing.
Yeah, Kresk is a small walled town. It's actually a stone wall. It looks a bit more fortified than Vallaki's, although it's not manned at the moment. And it's built into a cliffside, and you can see the abbey that's been referenced. The Abbey of St. Markovia is up on the cliffside up above. So,
I'm gonna say this. So he's looking for Baron Metis.
Before you say that,
I already said it. It's too late. I said it.
Get closer and say it quietly.
Okay, you want me to get close to the really hot chick? All right.
You're a paladin and our
I always thought you wanted her.
I heard none of that argument.
all I was saying is just don't say that out in the open.
Okay, so Mar communicates to Esmeralda that Van Richten is searching for Baron Metis.
Correct. Just quietly.
To avenge his son, yes.
I thought Metis was dead.
He thought so too, and we would have believed that as well, but we came into some information that we shared with him, and it seems that's not the case.
Then it would do us both well to find Metis. If we find Metis, I find Van Richten. Maybe we can save Van Richten from a certain fate.
Okay. So while you guys are out front having this conversation, the children had started to go back into town, and while you're having this talk, two of them come running out, and you see the others near the gate come running out as well, and they throw up. The two that came running out first, and the others are screaming. And I think that's where I'll leave you.